such that I told myself I was going to work on a thesis. I did not work on that thesis, so I'm going to be playing Smash while commentating Smash, and we'll see how that goes. I generally am just trying to exist, but this just sucks. Okay, Snake Lucas, looking like Aaron coming in a little more informed today for the first seed. My thought is that there's probably a level of tiredness that comes from having the weekly and the competition so late. So like if you noticed during the monthly, James was consistent failure was in a little stronger position that time, and I wouldn't be surprised if the timing of their match does a little bit. Like I mean, after a Friday night, both competitors pretty tired, but I feel like that lends itself to having a better to benefiting aggressive playstyles more than slow calculated playstyles. Because I'll tell you, trying to play patient after a Friday night of just hell, not the best idea. But gets 107 extra credit. Honestly, another stock by the looks of it. So we'll have to see if consistent failure can bring back the percent lead using some C4 and grenade, which at the moment it looks like Aalaxel has him really boxed out using the PK fires and really playing defensively on that front. And today I learned pit side B has enough super armor for a Ganon F smash. Anyway, percent lead slowly closing, and effective percent lead closing even faster just because of how light Lucas is, and that up tilt can, destroy the career. It's at this point that we really need to remember that the down B plays a significant role in this matchup, but Aalaxel taking that stock 2 to 1, 88%. That's actually probably not the best situation for consistent failure to be in order to take the game, because the next moves can recover a lot, and the Nikitas just don't seem to be having that much of an effect this match. So Aalaxel making this lead run a mile. Oh, but he gets the down throw and equalizes the stock, but an 89% lead, very similar to early on in the match. Let's see if consistent failure can bring it back. But at the moment, playing a really bad game of rock paper scissors. Well, I love the B reverse at the end, really just saving there. Doesn't get hit by the patented Aalaxel F smash at ledge, but these high recoveries have made it a lot more difficult for Aalaxel to contest that recovery. Oh, that's a big up smash, a very bold up smash take. Probably, I would like to think maybe a misinput or maybe a really commitment for a hard read there, but good lord, that was a hardest of reads. And that up throw is going to take it, and that's going to be game one. In traditional El Clasico fashion, I doubt they're going to change stage. And they don't change stage, and neither shall I, because I need to practice on PS2. Playing the worst character in the game, Ganondorf. Okay, so here we go into second game. I'm interested in seeing how this matchup progresses. At the moment, it seems like Aalaxel just playing, for lack of a better term, with more consistent success than consistent failure, who in name might be failing a little bit. But let's see if he gets a better double grenade opening here. Ooh, that down B really. I'm glad that the down B came out early, at least for consistent failure. It's not something to really have to worry about. But it's just a matter of racking up the percent again. And I like the high recoveries out of consistent failure. Oh, those are always good. Not getting hit by the bicycle kick. But this the situation of the game at the moment very brutal for consistent failure. But I'm actually surprised at the survivability of consistent failure at this point. And I don't want to jinx anything before consistent failure dies again. But 176 to 55 after so many recoveries from Aalaxel is I don't think anything to shake at. But 62 with going into the mid game. I think consistent failure is gonna need to either change up the pressure or maybe play a little more. Just gotta have an adaptation. Change up the tempo. And I got stage spiked. Oh, I love the aggression there. Nice recognition. Leaves the deal 87% down. Oh, that down B recovery is not the best thing in the world to happen for consistent failure, but nothing that he can't persevere from. Tap your mic for a second. Doesn't look like it's on. No, it says you're paired. Just okay, now it looks like it's working. So the story of this second game has been consistent failure going toe to toe with Aalaxel, and then a down B or just general neutral just still favoring Aalaxel. So at this point, I feel like it's consistent failure knowing when to turn on the jets for aggression, because I just don't think we've seen as much aggression out of CF than we've seen like in the monthly.
But yeah, I feel like one of the things I've been seeing more is, especially towards the beginning of a lot of matches, James, because I feel like a lot of the time his game plan is strong enough where he doesn't really need to adjust or anything.
Yeah.
And I feel like this has kind of been a transition for creators realizing like I can't just kind of coast like I've been anymore.
Exactly.
To take a minute to try and figure out their game plans.
Oh, that Nikita was not helpful.
Yeah. That's another thing with I feel like one big part of his game plan that needs to kind of work itself around is I feel like a lot of people are pretty good at working their way around Nikita and trying to find new options. Granted, you know, you've got the double up smash and then follow up with whatever else, which definitely does its work. But like, to try and figure out what else can I do in those situations to try and keep people on their toes and make sure that you can really get those edge guard kills is going to be huge for him. So Aalaxel has kind of gotten a lot better every James as time has gone on. He's good at knowing when to back off and when to move in, like getting that grab right there, almost getting the kill, and still having an entire stock on him. So even if he doesn't manage to kill
wow.
him, you know, he still has James at 130, 151%.
I feel like this is Aalaxel's game to lose.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there we go with the up air. Finally taking that first stock. Airing up 2-0.
Very strong first two games out of Aalaxel. I mean,
It's all dependent on that adaptation going forward, but
definitely sounds like just a more consistent pressure, more consistent offense that I don't think James has found the immediate answer to it at all. He's been able to go toe to toe, but like I haven't seen consistent failure with a very present lead in these first two games.
I mean, towards the end there, it was starting to show more, but yeah, definitely they managed to stay pretty close to one another, regardless of who's taking the lead.
Yeah.
Though, because they both seem to have, well, I was gonna say they both have very patient playstyles, but Aalaxel definitely kind of goes more, it kind of plays really, kind of plays really aggressive. He knows when to back off, and that kind of comes where that comes
Yeah.
from. But like, he's definitely a lot more aggressive. And granted, that comes from the fact that he has no frame delay on any of his moves. I mean, there's a few, but for the most part, it's basically none. So it makes sense, especially compared to a lot of Snake's normals. But I think being able to make that shift is just like one of the big distinguishing factors between, or being able to make that shift is one of the big distinguishing factors between James and Aaron in these sets. Granted, it might be a little bit hard, but I think a big thing for James in this matchup could be even though Snake doesn't have a ton outside of his explosive, which is kind of hard to do against in a specific matchup, but being able to find as many conversions as he can off of his other normals,
Yeah.
however many that may be, just being able to get those little bits of damage, or getting kill confirms that much easier, could really, like in a situation like this, if you could get like something out of jab, or because I think that jab to forward tilt is the thing I've seen a few times with Snake, and I feel like being able to do something like that, especially when Snake has such a fast jab, like, it's something so simple, but it changes a lot how you can approach those interactions.
Well, Aalaxel with the lead again in game 3. We'll see if this is a 3-0. From at least the performance at the moment, it looks like a very solid 3-0 performance from Aalaxel, but I think I'm seeing a little more of an offense now. I think the thing, I want to see if you also are seeing it, but do you? There was one adaptation that we saw at the monthly where consistent failure was going for more double grenade setups, kind of like taking out 2 grenades rather than just 1, and I don't think I've seen that out of him today.
Yeah, a lot of the time, I feel like it's still one of those things where it's just like, it's relatively new, so you don't really think about using it, but being able, the only time he ever really uses double grenade setups is when neutral's been reset and he's still trying to control stage. And like, you're definitely right that being able to get that little bit of extra damage or whatever else he might use it for can really help in applying that pressure that's not really present otherwise, because then that projectiles are doing everywhere else.
Yeah. I've just really noticed Snake's kill power is absurdly weak at times. Like, the fact that he needs to rack up enough damage to get up to like 160 for a confirmed kill for a lot of stuff, like the fact that Lucas is getting 1-2'd by a military veteran and not dying with an F tilt is insane. But then he gets like uppercutted with the leg and then dies. Like I don't know. Snake's kill power is weirdly, it takes him a long time, and that's, I think, something that's very surprising to me, having seen consistent failure play so many times. And I think that's the strength of at least of Lucas, at least, to be able to recover percent.
I think
like Vibes, I hear you that up tilt kills at 90, but also, have you seen James really hit an up tilt in the past 10 sets they've played? No. He can't bank on up tilt anymore because Aalaxel's running around like an ADHD little 7-year-old. Like the only way that in the best matchups that consistent failure is going to be able to get these kills is at this point 160 and an F tilt, which is really insane.
It's just like so many. Because I wouldn't say it's not necessarily that it doesn't have it, but it's just the fact that it's so unbelievable.
Okay, the minute I say that he hasn't hit an up tilt, he starts hitting up tilts. Just my luck.
POV, dodging in like a dumbass. But it's just a matter of just like being able to get his burst options that are really, or not burst options, but being able to get his options that allow you to get those kills. It's just, they're so unbelievable. There's so much startup to them, like forward smash or up smash. Well, up smash is a little bit different, but it's just the fact that with how fast he is, he just can't really. The few options that he does have that kill unbelievably early, he just doesn't have access to.
Yeah.
Even with up tilt, like, yes, he landed at the end of the match there, and yes, it killed at like But outside of that, it's just, you know, he doesn't really have anything that can both hit Aalaxel and then still kill, which is,
Yeah.
we're already, starting to go for those first double, or not first, I don't know if it's the first double grenade, I was kind of just kidding, but starting to use those double grenade setups, hopefully that'll give me the stage control going forward.
Yeah.
Commentators first.
It's just like, I don't know. There's something about consistent failures pressure today, which we can pin on a multitude of things. The fact that we're playing after a hell of a Friday week and week of classes, and like versus like coming in fresh in a monthly, or like the fact that just Alaxel's pressure is always consistently at that level and you have to always meet it. Like you could pin on a bunch of things, but the bottom line is that Aalaxel's been controlling the game for those first 2 games, and now I'm seeing signs of life out of consistent failure. He hit a few up tilts. He's like, all right, come on, let me hit this kid. Wow, that hitbox hit him, the grenade, and then nothing exploded. Absurd.
And even then, I just think it's so many hitboxes. Oh, there we go. Yeah, see, another thing is just being able to get moves like that. There's so few situations where you can confidently approach Aaron off stage because of the fact that he's like there. You could just jump over the back area or just
exactly.
There's just or you might just risk getting hit by up there. Yeah, you might just get Jesus Christ, you might risk getting hit by up.
Yeah.
He just has so many ways to turn. Once again, goes to neuter his ability to kill.
The application of back air at this point in the set is beautiful. He netted him, I think, 2 kills throughout the match, and now it's been like a pretty consistent part of like just getting that stupid far hitbox. But now you're seeing Aalaxel already adapting to that kind of spacing, and
I think it's just mixing up those options because I feel like they're both. I mean, more so Aaron than James, but I feel like Aaron's so used to James just throwing out options whenever he's in the air that maybe getting some. Throwing out some like tomahawk grabs or just mixing it up, trying to mix in the grabs a little bit more would definitely help. Though it's understandably hard to get into because he's always just in the air, like you're saying. It's just ADHD incarnate.
it just keeps running around like the minute you adapt a rhythm for Aalaxel's approaches, it just doesn't work. But the up tilt catching it out. Now that's three up tilts that have come in since I've shit talked James's lack of up tilts.
And then also, it was really saddening. The first C4 that he'd stuck since I got here and immediately fell off. Granted, he still netted the kill, but it just made that whole situation a lot riskier. And they're kind of just spot dodge the game.
Little spaghetti there, but yeah, just like I don't know. There's something about like maybe I think it took game 3 to really get James waking up right now, but like doesn't hit the up tilt, but the back air, a wonderful gift. You'll take that. You can't be denied that.
Really trying to make the most out of that. I'm surprised he doesn't use down air more in these matchups.
Yeah, consistent failure.
Yeah.
We've seen down air as part of the rope snake counter. And that was kind of the theory that was coming out like March monthly. But I remember talking with Pachinko, like the down air has a very specific use, and as you said, it is laggy. But I don't know the strength of it out of shield. I feel like even in that case, I feel like fair just does more damage if you were to hit it, so you might as well just only use fair instead of back air. I mean down air.
I mean, to be fair though, I mean even if it is laggy, and it's a pretty big difference because fair is for Snake's fair, and you know counting jump squad and everything, it's a 26 frame option versus.
That grenade recovery really sealed it.
Down air is only I'm pretty sure down air counting the jump squad is only 6 frames.
Oh.
So it's an unbelievably fast option that might be able to be used, but sadly we won't be able to see it unless James can clutch it out against.
And that's gonna be Aalaxel moving on to grand finals. We have Pyro Bungus losers semis, and then we have. No, I think I want to. Wait, hold on, Robbie. Is that bracket or is that friendlies? Okay. If y'all wanna come on stream for that. No.